You're walking?
Yeah.
All of you. Yeah, get it.
Hi, we're Close the Hatch and you're watching Rock on the Rise TV. Today we're going to talk about our guitar rigs.
Suffering, snowing in all this anguish. Why am I forced to just continue beating down myself? Sentence, forcing me to resist.
Hey, I'm Sean O'Shaughnessy. I'll start with my head. I have a Mesa Boogie Mark V. I kind of have just 3 different channels going. Straight clean, kind of a dirtier one, and then all out dirt. And I use that with the foot switch as little functions for loops and solos and boosts and all that cool stuff. Into a VHT fat bottom 4x12. It's really directional, so if you're in front of it you hear it, but if you're to the side, not so much, but it's really rad when you're in front of it. Pedals. I also love Jeff Newell. He does all kinds of work for me. Yeah, Jeff Newell knows what's up. He's a good guy. Go to him. This is a Tube Screamer 808 clone with a couple different mods, a couple different distortion settings or paths or what have you. And then it also has a fat and lean switch, which instead of doing the bass cut that Tube Screamers normally have, it takes it out, which gives us a huge low end. But I leave it on the lean setting a lot, unless I need that fat bottom.
Cool.
And it goes in noise gate. I have a tuner going, and then I have a Line 6 DL4. And I have 3 delays going, a kind of cool modulated one, and just a different kind of modulated one, and then a wacky reverse one for space noises. And I often go into loop setting, record some sweet loops, use the play stop stuff, reverse, half speed to record stuff, and go back to normal speed, up octave, wackiness. And then guitars. Once again, Jeff Newell saved me. I bought this Swamp Ash body off eBay, thinking I could make it sound and play awesome. And I started getting into it, and it started fighting me, and I couldn't do it very well. And it played awful. I hated it. Was going to put back the old body and sell this one. I brought it to Jeff, and he's like, I can just fix it. And I got really mad because he could fix it. But he took it, routed out things a little better just to make the neck sit right and the trim sit right. I had a sweet kill switch. Did everything right for me. Made all the grounding stuff a lot better, wired it up a lot better than I did. And I like it a lot now, and I won't sell it.
Cool.
And then I also like tellies, and I also have a Frankenstein telly. So it's a Fender Strat neck on some really old Mexican telly neck with Bill Lawrence pickups in them, I believe. They kind of just make loud noises, and I went with it. I haven't checked to bother if that's correct. It's also beat to hell. It kind of wears its wounds. Yeah.
Cool.
So I also don't mind if this one gets trashed. That's about all I got going. Mine's a simple rig compared to Steve's Pretty Mondo rig.
This is my amp. Jeff Newell is a local amp and effect and guitar repair guy. It's a copy of a Marshall Plexi and a JCM 100. There's a switch to go between both of them. Basically, turning it up turns it into the JCM, which makes it be able to get more dirty like a standard JCM 800. Taking it back down makes it more into this traditional 70s Plexi, if you're familiar with all that. Originally it was just wood, and then I Tolexed it with my fiance's dad and made it match the cab. The cab is from Omega. Mike at Omega made me a custom. It's actually a 312, which 12 here, 12 here, 12 there, and it kind of looks like the Abominable Snowman from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much that. It's loud and it sounds like a vintage Marshall amp. I really don't know what else to say about it. Effects. Okay, well, I have a volume pedal. There's a tuner. I'll use my feet to point. And this pedal is a Boneyard. It's actually a clone of a Plexi tone which I believe is a Wampler pedal that Newell also made, the same guy that made my amp. It's a 2-channel pedal. It's supposed to kind of simulate an amp. I really just use it as a boost. You can potentially do way more with it, but I keep it really simple. It's just up really loud and pretty clean. I just use it to boost stuff when I'm doing delay effects and stuff. The other one I just got, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's a fuzz pedal, which is a clone of a Zvex Woolly Mammoth. Just a really low-endy, muddy, dirty fuzz. And then this is the Line 6M9, basically. It's just a bunch of effects, but I have 3 on the bottom, 3 different patches, and 3 on the top. Primarily what I'm using is delays, so almost everything on here is a delay. I think I have 4 out of the 6 are delays. 2 of them are an overdrive and a more of a sub-octave thing. And one is a slight delay that just drops the volume a lot. And a lot of my clean and distortion stuff is controlled by just volume. So I really don't, because it's just a single channel amp, I don't have anything to change channels. So I have one preset that I hit that'll drop the volume pretty significantly, but it still kind of puts a delay and reverb on it. There's also a looper built into it, which I use pretty heavily. Basically, it just, instead of me having like 30 pedals, it just takes up a little bit of space and does the job of 30 pedals. Cool. There's more I could do with it if I wanted to, but I don't, and I use this in conjunction with that quite frequently. I've yet to figure out how to use this in conjunction with this other than to just make noise, which I did quite a bit of towards the end of our last show. So, but yeah, and then there's the Altoids thing, which does nothing but keep your breath fresh and hold guitar picks.
As it should.
Yeah. That's that.
Cool. Good guitars.
Where do you want to start? I'll start with this one. This is an all aluminum guitar from Electrical Guitar Company, based out of Pensacola, Florida. A guy named Kevin Burkett built it for me. It's a 28-inch baritone. Like I said, it's all stainless steel and aluminum. The body is as well. And Grover tuners. I really don't know what else to say about it. It's super, super thin. And I use Kurt Mangan strings on that. I believe Tony Goff and us the guys from Ida Trying and us have the same endorsement with them. Essentially, the guitar, I don't know how much you want me to break down to this, it's a Paul Reed Smith switch, which 5-position. All the way back is just this pickup, the center. The next, not the center, makes it out of phase. The center is literally both pickups. The next one's out of phase between this and that. And the last one is just this pickup. And individual volume and tone for each pickup. And it's numbered. I am number 640 of the guitars he's made. And down here has my name as well as up there. And it basically just says that myself and Aaron Turner from ISIS have the same guitar, which is my favorite part about it. It's not that my name's on it, just that Aaron Turner has the same guitar. But otherwise, that's that. And then the stretchy straps, which Tony from My Dad Trying hyped up for, and then I got because the guitar literally weighs like 15 pounds. So it's awful to play on stage. Right. But this kind of pulls some of the slack. I used to use a leather strap beforehand, and then my back would hurt for 3 days after we play a show. But it's been pretty good now, actually, with the springiness. But move on to the other one.
I'm guessing you prefer Telly.
Yeah, every guitar I own pretty much is a Telly at this point. I think I have 5 of them, and then I have 1 on the way. Yeah. This is also a Telly, but this one is a Frankenstein. The body is from a Korean company that makes weird guitars. This pickup is from a Gibson. It's a Burstbucker. It's from a Les Paul. It's P90. Same type of thing as what's on the other. So there's 3 positions. The back's all the way back. Center's out of phase. The front is just that one. I use the out of phase stuff a lot between both my guitars. I just like the way it sounds. Kurt Mangan strings on this one as well. And this is a Fender neck and like I said, it's just some foreign Korean body that at one point I spray painted, then I sold the guitar, and then I missed the guitar, so then I bought it back, and it was not spray painted anymore, but now it looks beat up and there's blood on it right there. And a bunch of chunks taken out of it, and it's awesome because it's beat to shit, and I don't really care if it gets beat up. So, yeah, but each guitar is a different tuning. Actually, I don't know if that's important or not. The aluminum one is A flat to B flat, so it's technically B flat to B flat, but drop D'd. Sometimes I go lower than that. And this one is an open B tuning, which I don't really want to explain because it's confusing. But either way, it's kind of like open G, but then just a variation of that, so taking it lower down to B. But that's that. So that's my rig.